Because in Britain, we don't spill tea, we drink it. Bitch!
Petty. Most of these bitches is petty.
Hi guys, what is up? What is good? What is Gucci? It is your girl Petty Paige back at it again with yet another video for you hoes. Okay, so I'm coming through to spill a little quick tea for you guys. As you guys know, I have been doing a Gabbie Hanna series on this channel where I will be responding to each episode of her alleged 13/12 episode docu-series. Now, so far she has done too many episodes to even mention. I will definitely leave my Gabbie Hanna playlist in the description box as well as in the information tab for you to check out so you guys can get all filled in. But today I'm only coming through with a small video purely because Gabbie Hanna hasn't really said much in this video that we haven't already heard before. So I'm only going to be discussing the new pieces of information and the new topics. So 2 days ago, Gabbie Hanna came through with a brand new video, chapter 6.1, Smiles for the Camera. Now, we were all anticipating that she would be talking about the Jessi Smiles situation, and the fact that it's 6.1 leads me to believe that this is probably not the only time we're going to be talking about it. However, in Gabbie's description box, she did leave a lengthy note where she basically said that she hopes to be done with this, and if Jessi agrees not to speak about it ever again, then she won't be speaking about it again from this point forward. As per usual with the rest of the Gabbie Hanna series, Gabbie Hanna's likes to dislikes ratio has been completely disabled, as well as the comment section. Nobody is able to leave a comment. So what happened in the video? Well, basically the video takes place on March 22nd, 2021. She spends the beginning portion of the video talking about Prince William and how people shouldn't make fun of other people's appearances. Next, she discusses Alx James, which is her former friend from Vine, and how he used to bully her. She also discusses, for absolutely no reason at all considering we're talking about not judging other people based on luck, how Alx James had claimed that he'd got plastic surgery due to a car accident, when in reality, according to her, he received liposuction and a nose job. But she claims that the car accident story wasn't true.
So anyway, he was always telling me to get lipo and a nose job. And then he went and got lipo and a nose job. And then he made a story on YouTube pretending to have gotten into a car accident so that he could pretend like he literally, dude, that shit was so fucking crazy. That was the first time that I was like, oh, you're a for real psycho.
You guys know that at the beginning of this April, I was in a wreck. Phony-tailed lady getting out of her 1892 Buick. First off, no, this bitch did not just hit me with a Buick. I found out that I broke my nose and that I fractured my rib, so they had to re-break my nose. So that Tuesday, I had to get reconstructive surgery on my nose. The technical term for it was a revision, because it was not cosmetic. For all you hoes out there saying that I faked a car wreck and got a nose job and lipo, go sit down. Bitch, if I wanted to get lipo and a nose job, I would get lipo and a nose job.
Like, he literally was like, pray for me. I got into an accident and oh my God. And then, oh.
After speaking about Alx, then she speaks about Jessi Smiles and how Alx James supported Curtis. I do have to note that after this, about a day later, Gabbie Hanna posted a video called Alx James Can't Stop Lying, to which she then changed to Jessi Smiles and Alx James Can't Stop Lying. So her idea of not speaking about Jessi Smiles again from that point forward didn't exactly hold up, not even 24 hours. In the video, Jessi Smiles and Alx James Can't Stop Lying, basically Gabbie Hanna just points out some time discrepancies in relation to Alx James's relationship with Curtis Lepore, basically trying to prove that if Gabbie was a bad friend, so was Alx James. However, Alx James has said on social media that he will be responding to this video, so I guess we'll just await his response. Now back to Gabbie Hanna's video, Smiles for the Camera. The video then jumps to July 24th, 2021, where she starts speaking about Jessi Smiles. Now this for me is the most interesting part of the video because Gabbie Hanna then goes on to show a bunch of various different receipts, basically showing that Jessi Smiles had been speaking about Gabbie Hanna directly or indirectly in videos.
For a lot of people, this all started in November of 2019 when Jessi put out Gabbie Hanna Needs to Be Stopped. But what's always been really difficult and hard for me to understand is just a few months earlier, Jessi put out another video where she brought me up. This is something that Jessi has done a lot over the years, whether it was through YouNow live streams, tweets, comments, videos where she either directly or indirectly talks about me, which if she doesn't directly talk about me, she makes sure to leave a very specific clue that it is about me.
Probably gonna get a lot of shit for this, but whatever. I just strongly dislike when YouTubers say, welcome back to my channel. As you guys know, like I just went through a very hard move. And
I posted my vlog about my move on May 30th, and just 5 days later on June 4th, she uploaded this video, which brought me a lot of negative attention and hate, and of course people assuming that it was me, especially with the welcome back intro comment.
I get that everyone just has their fun little intro, but if you have that intro, I hate you. Alex is gonna text me about that.
When people started calling her out for this, she said, one of my best friends, Alex, also uses that intro, but notice how she specifies her friendship with Alex in here. So obviously he's not gonna get any hate. Obviously she's not referring to Alex in that. This is just one example of many, and I also just find it very suspicious that this video all of a sudden went missing after years of being live on her channel after she posted her video about me. Right after this, she goes into a segment where she talks about a best friend she had about a year ago who she absolutely hated, and obviously she was talking about me. But not long before Gabbie Hanna needs to be stopped, she put out a video saying that we were on good terms and that we talked through everything and we were fine.
Said it before, we are not on bad terms, and I'm so happy that all that shit is like in the past because it was so stressful.
But because Jessi literally cannot help herself, she also in that video had to talk about how we hurt each other in all these crazy ways.
What happened was so hurtful. We both hurt each other on another level. Like it was really nasty, and I think that if we sit down and talk about it, it would be a disaster. It was bad, okay? It was really, really bad.
Now this for me provided some extra context as to why Gabbie Hanna's response to Jessi Smiles had felt so disproportionate. Like she said, for everybody, this whole situation between herself and Jessi Smiles seemed to start the moment that Jessi Smiles made her original video calling Gabbie Hanna out. And now, knowing that there was direct as well as indirect videos and responses made to Gabbie Hanna online from Jessi Smiles does kind of make me understand a little bit more why Gabbie Hanna reacted in such a huge way. But some of Gabbie Hanna's reasonings as to why videos and posts were about her seem to be paper thin. For instance, she talks about when Jessi Smiles made a video saying that she hates people who say welcome back in a video. Honestly, I could name about 100 different YouTubers who say welcome back or welcome back to my channel in a video. But as Gabbie Hanna seems to be a paranoid person just in general, she seems to believe that that was solely about her, and I don't feel as if there is anything to really say that that was 100% about her. However, with receipts of Jessi Smiles speaking about an ex-best friend or even having Gabbie Hanna's name in the thumbnail, I can also see how Gabbie Hanna would have attributed that to herself or been hypersensitive to anything it is that Jessi Smiles put out. She also speaks about a deleted video that Jessi Smiles had on her channel speaking about Gabbie Hanna, and basically stated a day before her video was released, which is Gabbie Hanna needs to stop, that video was deleted. This part didn't make much sense to me because the video was allegedly deleted on the 31st of December when originally Jessi Smiles had created her video on the 16th of November. Well, I still believe that Gabbie Hanna has done a lot that is wrong in this situation, but I definitely do somewhat understand why her reaction to Jessi Smiles in general has felt malicious and disproportionate. Now, the second interesting part about this video is how Gabbie Hanna describes her relationship with Jessi Smiles and that they didn't really know each other, which is so funny because she went so far to prove that her relationship with Trisha Paytas was a lot bigger than it had been portrayed on social media. This is what Gabbie Hanna had to say.
Because for years, Jessi has been obsessed with keeping the narrative alive that we had this crazy, dramatic, toxic fallout between us. And she's made our friendship into this really big, hyperbolic thing when I knew Jessi for like a few months, literally. Somewhere between 5 and 7 months between the end of 2014 and early 2015. We barely knew each other.
I had someone in my life like this, like I want to say like a year ago. It was someone that now that I look back on the situation, I realize you don't even know my middle name. Fucking what's my birthday, bitch? If you're my best friend, what's my birthday?
She let me stay on an air mattress in her apartment for a few weeks, and then her brother and her friend came and I moved out, and that was pretty much it. I was friends with this girl for a few months when I was 23 years old. I'm 30. She's a stranger to me. I don't keep up with her life. I don't know anything about her. She doesn't know anything about me outside of the version of me that she created based on the 5, 6, 7 months she knew me when I was 23. I didn't even know she was pregnant until people started preemptively accusing me, saying that it's my fault if she miscarries. Literally, that's how little I keep up with this girl.
Now, personally, I would say that living with somebody is pretty close. I wouldn't invite somebody into my home to stay with me if I didn't believe that they were my closest friend. In fact, one of my best friends recently lived at my house. However, Gabbie Hanna seems to attribute the little amount amount of time it is that they knew each other or spent time with each other, to basically say that Jessi Smiles shouldn't be as upset about how much of a bad friend that Gabbie Hanna was to her, or to use that time frame to indicate how hurt Jessi Smiles should be. I find this to be extremely hypocritical, considering that is exactly what Trisha Paytas did to her. Made out that their relationship wasn't as big or wasn't as strong or wasn't as lengthy as Gabbie Hanna had made it out to be, and dictated to Gabbie how Gabbie should feel or act in a social circumstance due to their quote-unquote non-existent relationship. So which is it, Gabbie? Can people become friends very quickly, or can people not become friends due to time restraints? What's the truth here? Because both of these things can't be the truth. And pretty much that's it. That is literally everything new that we found out in Gabbie Hanna's brand new video. Everything else other than that has been discussed at length in numerous other videos that Gabbie Hanna has put out. I personally hope that this is the last that we hear about the Gabbie Hanna and Jessi Smiles situation. However, with Alx James saying on social media that he's going to be putting out his own video or responding in some kind of way, I have a feeling that this is going to be discussed a lot more. However, I do wonder how Jessi Smiles feels about Alx James responding to Gabbie Hanna and basically her two friends, or ex-friends if you will, going back and forth on social media over a very delicate situation to do with herself that she herself might find triggering in this very, very volatile time in her life. I wonder if Alx James will put aside any discrepancies or lies in Gabbie Hanna's video for the sake of his friend. We'll see. Only time will tell. Anyway, that is about it from me. I hope you enjoyed this quick tea video. Please do not forget to go over to www.dramaticboutique.com. Currently, we have a buy one get one free sale on all of our lashes, so definitely go and check that out. I am out for the weekend. I will see you next month, and until next time, you beautiful, amazing, badass bitches. It's been Paige. Bye.
Most of these bitches is petty.